Hello everyone. Tonight, I would like to tell you 10 short talk about on audience. Number one, first, the speaker introduced about the economics. Next, he said the textbook for this course, Economics for the New Millennium, was available at the university bookstore, and the price was a bit steep, but he thought it would be fine because of the worth. After that, he suggested bringing the books to the next class. Finally, he said there would be 2 exams, a midterm and a final. In addition, they would have several short research papers. Number 2, the speaker reminded all the people need to beware with the return policy. Next, he asked, don't accept any return from customers without a date receipt. Make sure all the return item was in good condition before accepting them. Check the item carefully because they had problems in the past with customers returning damaged goods. After that, he reminded to issue stock credit, not cash, for return. Finally, she suggested let her know if they received complaint about that. Number 3. First, the speaker introduced about the office. Next, he suggested hanging out and calling an ambulance if that was an emergency. Calling back during their regular service hours if they would like to make an appointment or ask for medical device. After that, he said they were open from 10 to 6, Monday through Friday, and from 9 to 12 on the first Saturday of 8th month. Finally, he suggested making an appointment because they didn't accept walk-in. Number 4, the speaker asked to remind the passengers they would be landing shortly. Next, he asked to check and to make sure all the seatbelt was fastened, and asked the passenger to turn off all cell phones and recording device. Finally, he asked to find anyone with small children requiring extra assistance or needs to help getting to a connecting flight. Number 5, the speaker introduced the following was a public service announced brought to them by Radio XYZ. Next, he announced because of the drought, government officer was asking all city residents to reserve water and not to fill their swimming pool or whether their gardens until the further notice. After that, he said, by then, the government was asked residents to do it on a voluntary basis, although if the situation became severe, the fine could be imposed. Finally, he suggested staying tuned for all the latest updates. Number 6. The speaker introduced about the city hotline. He said, there are information are for all the city events. Next, he said, for the theater schedule and tickets orders, press 1. For museum information, including information on special exhibits, the lecture series at museum, and the foreign film series at History Museum, press 2. To hear about upcoming sports, to hear about upcoming sport events at the city stadium, press 3. And finally, he suggested staying on the line if they would like to speak to an operator. Number 7. The speaker announced the History Museum was their last stop study. Then he said they would spend 2 hours there. And the recorder was available at the front desk for a small fee. Next, he said he had free information brochure about the manor exhibits for anyone who was interested. After that, he suggested asking to return to the bus no later than 5:30. Finally, he said the bus could be taken to their hotel in order to enjoy dinner and an evening program. Number 8. The speaker announced they had heavy traffic that morning because of a car breakdown on the Road 1 near the airport. Next, he suggested avoiding Road 1 if they possible. And in addition, the road construction was slowly trafficked over the city bridge. After that, he said, be prepared for a long, slow driver to work that morning. Finally, he suggested taking a bus or subway if they can. Number 9. The speaker wanted to know if their company was looking to hire skilled computer technicians or wanted to hire technicians who had been trained with state-of-the-art equipment. Then he said the graduate of the Computer Technology Institute was highly trained and skilled technicians able to handle router technician problems. After that, he said, or institute graduate were eligible to become certified computer technicians. Finally, he suggested hiring one that day. Number 10. The speaker introduced about buying a house, especially in that day's market. Next, he said, the first step was obtaining a loan from the bank. After that, he said, to apply for a home mortgage, they would need to get a necessary paper from a bank officer, and they would have to have proof of their income and financial assets in order to help the officer determine how large a loan they qualify for. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.